Elderly woman was tending her vegetable garden in her yard when she suddenly noticed a dragonfly had landed on her hand. Puzzled, she looked up and saw dozens of frogs hopping toward her. Even stranger, the crows on the mountain seemed agitated, all flying out in a frenzy. At the same time, an American soldier named Nick was facing a terrifying situation. He was resting in the mountains with his hunting dog when the dog suddenly started barking furiously at something ahead. Nick turned to look and saw a thick fog rolling through the forest. Without warning, the dog ignored his commands and ran straight into the fog. Nick hurried after him, but the dog's barking abruptly stopped. It felt like something dreadful was lurking within the mist. Nick slowly turned around and was horrified to find the mangled body of his dog. Panicked, he fled the forest and rushed to a nearby town to report the incident, claiming his dog had been killed. However, the police, seeing how shaken Nick was, suspected he might be drunk and accused him of causing unnecessary panic. Nick tried to explain himself but was left speechless. Just then, he noticed a police officer reaching for his gun. To prevent any trouble, the officers forcefully pinned Nick to the ground and locked him up. The next day, when Nick seemed a bit calmer, the police decided to take his statement, but Nick could only remember his name. Everything else was a blank. The officers thought he was lying and locked him up for another 3 days. Meanwhile, the sheriff was preparing to handle another case when a loud crash echoed outside. Officers rushed out to investigate and were stunned by what they saw. The nearby mountain was completely shrouded in thick fog, which was advancing toward the town at a rate of 2 meters per second. At that moment, one officer received a call from his daughter. Just as he began to comfort her, the fog rolled in, disrupting the phone signal. Sensing something was off about the fog, the sheriff decided to head back to the station. But Sam, one of the officers, thought it was a rare and beautiful sight and wanted to stay to take some photos for his wife. Striking a pose with a smile, lost in his selfie, Sam didn't realize the danger creeping closer. Suddenly, he felt a sharp bite. Glancing around at the thickening fog, he initially paid it no mind. But soon, more and more insects swarmed and attacked him. Hearing his screams, the sheriff rushed over, only to find Sam collapsed on the ground.